Key performance indicators, KPIs, are metrics that are used to measure the performance of your SMMA business. Here are some steps to help you identify and utilize key performance indicators for your business. Identify your business goals. The first step in identifying KPIs is to clearly define your business goals. These goals should be specific, measurable, and achievable. Examples of business goals for an SMM business might include increasing website traffic, growing social media followers, generating leads, and increasing revenue. When defining your business goals, consider what you want to achieve and what will have the biggest impact on your business growth. Identify the metrics that align with your business goals. Once you have identified your business goals, you can then identify the metrics that align with those goals. For example, if your goal is to increase website traffic, metrics such as website visitors, page views, and bounce rate would be relevant. If your goal is to grow social media followers, metrics such as number of followers, engagement rate, and reach would be relevant. For lead generation, metrics such as lead conversion rate, lead nurturing rate, and cost per lead would be relevant. And for revenue growth, metrics such as customer lifetime value, customer acquisition cost, and revenue per customer would be relevant. Track and measure your metrics. Once you have identified your relevant metrics, you should track and measure them on a regular basis. This can be done using analytics tools such as Google Analytics, social media analytics, and marketing automation software. These tools provide in-depth data on your website traffic, social media engagement, lead generation, and revenue growth. Analyze your data. After you have tracked and measured your metrics, you should analyze the data to identify trends, patterns, and areas for improvement. Use the data to make data-driven decisions and optimize your marketing efforts. For example, if you notice that your website bounce rate is high, you may need to improve your website design or messaging to keep visitors engaged. If you notice that your social media engagement rate is low, you may need to adjust your content strategy to make it more relevant and engaging. Set targets and track progress. Set targets for each of your KPIs and track progress towards those targets on a regular basis. Use this information to set new targets and adjust your marketing efforts as needed to achieve your business goals. For example, if your goal is to increase website traffic by 20% in the next quarter, you should track your website visitors on a regular basis and make adjustments to your marketing efforts as needed to achieve that goal. Communicate your KPIs to your team. Share your KPIs with your team and use them as a benchmark to evaluate their performance and motivate them to achieve the goals. Creating accountability and transparency will help your team to focus on the most important aspects of your business. Use your KPIs to make data-driven decisions. Use the data and insights from your KPIs to make data-driven decisions and optimize your marketing efforts. For example, if you notice that your cost per lead is high, you may need to adjust your lead generation strategy to make it more cost-effective. Keep it simple. When identifying and tracking your KPIs, it's important to keep it simple. Avoid tracking too many metrics at once as it can be overwhelming and difficult to make sense of all the data. Instead, focus on a few key metrics that are most important for your business goals. Make it actionable. Your KPIs should be actionable, meaning that they should provide insights that you can use to make changes and improvements to your marketing efforts. For example, if your website bounce rate is high, you can make changes to your website design or messaging to keep visitors engaged. Monitor and adjust your KPIs regularly. Your business goals and marketing efforts may change over time, so it's important to monitor and adjust your KPIs regularly. For example, if you notice that your social media engagement rate is low, you may need to adjust your content strategy to make it more relevant and engaging. Look for the cause of the problem. Identify the cause of the problem when the KPI is not meeting the target. For example, if the cost per lead is high, look for the cause of this issue. It could be caused by a low conversion rate, high ad spend, or a poor lead generation strategy. Benchmark against industry standards. Compare your KPIs to industry standards to understand where you stand in comparison to your competitors. This can help you identify areas where you need to improve and areas where you are doing well. In summary, identifying and utilizing key performance indicators for your SMMA business involves identifying your business goals, identifying the metrics that align with those goals, tracking and measuring your metrics, analyzing your data, setting targets and tracking progress, communicating your KPIs to your team, and using your KPIs to make data-driven decisions. By regularly tracking and analyzing your KPIs, you will be able to make data-driven decisions and optimize your marketing efforts to achieve